everyone? JT here. So, it is November 7th, 2025. November. No shave November. So, that's why I look a little bit scruffy. But, today, it's a long form video that's not taking place at an abandoned mall. Because that's been mostly what my long form videos have been. But, the Bussy shirt is on. The Bussy ASMR shirt. And that is because today, nominees for the 2026 Grammys have been announced. They were announced this morning. I've already skimmed through the list a bit, and so far I do like some of the nominees that have been nominated, but we're going to take a look at the entire list as I do every year. We're going to take a look at the nominees in the main categories and, of course, all the genres. Now, some genres I'll be more familiar with than others, so the ones I am familiar with, we will look at the nominees. I will look at who I will predict will win, what I would like to see win, and what I would imagine the Recording Academy will nominate safely for. So yeah, and this year in music has been a very much a mixed bag. We did get some good releases from like Lady Gaga, Chapel Roan, Sabrina Carpenter. We also Lorde, so many other artists. Kendrick Lamar definitely as well. So we had some good selections of music. So we're not going to take too long. Let's go look at the nominations list. To OBS. Okay. We are here recording via OBS here at the official Recording Academy website, and here it is, the official nominations list for the 2026 Grammy Awards. We begin, of course, with Record of the Year, and the nominees are DTMF by Bad Bunny, Man-Child by Sabrina Carpenter, Anxiety by Doechii, Wildflower by Billie Eilish, Abracadabra from Lady Gaga, Luther by Kendrick Lamar featuring SZA, Subway by Chapel Roan, and Apata by Rosé and Bruno Mars. Now, I like all these songs. I know a lot of people do not like Anxiety by Doechii, and I will admit it isn't her best, but I don't mind it. I would like for either Manchild, Wildflower, or Abracadabra to win. I don't know why people are beginning to dislike Abracadabra Lady Gaga. I thought it was a banger. I jammed out to that song a lot when Mayhem came out. So, or Luther, or The Subway by Chapel Roan. The Subway really has been being overlooked by the music industry right now. I don't know why. Maybe Chapel speaking the truth at her Best New Artist category recently about how artists like her, need like healthcare. I guess they're punishing her by not giving this song a lot of attention, which is just wrong. Apathy, I mean, it's fine, but I don't think that song came out last year too. But of course, the Grammys work weird. So I wouldn't mind if Bad Bunny, Sabrina, Doechii, Billie, Lady Gaga, Kendrick, or Chapel Roan will win. I wouldn't mind if any of these. And I wouldn't be surprised if Recording Academy either gives it to Kendrick, Lady Gaga, Billie Eilish, or Sabrina Carpenter. Maybe Doechii. But that's kind of my prediction in that category. Okay, Album of the Year. The nominees are Debí Tiras Más Fotos by Bad Bunny, Swag by Justin Bieber, Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter, Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips, Pusha T, and Malice, Mayhem by Lady Gaga, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Mutt by Leon Thomas, and Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator. I don't know, I might have mispronounced it, but uh, Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator. Now, this is actually going to be a little harder. Bad Bunny, I like Bad Bunny. All right, I'm not going to be all those people throwing fits about him performing the Super Bowl. I mean, he was a very interesting choice, but I don't really. Bad Bunny for me is a singles artist. He has some great singles and bangers. I will admit that. Full album, not so much with me, but I'm glad to see him nominated. Swag by Justin Bieber. I mean, I'm glad he's back, but that album I didn't really jam out a lot to that album. Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter. I did like some songs and deep cuts from that album, but was it as solid as her last album from last year? Um, like Short and Sweet. Not really. Let's Sort Him Out God, of course, had some great bangers on it too. And I'm glad to see that nominated. Mayhem is definitely a solid album. I enjoyed Mayhem a lot. GNX by Kendrick Lamar would be actually, I see a good choice for that. Mud by Leon Thomas. I'll be talking about Leon Thomas coming up soon in another nomination here at the Grammys. And Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator also had some great bangers. There's a lot of good choices here. I would not mind if Bad Bunny, Clips, Sabrina, Clipsay, Pusha T and Malice, Lady Gaga, or Kendrick Lamar and Tyler the Creator. I feel them two are the ones that I could see the strongest ones that I believe could one of them will win the strongest. They are the strongest choices I could see. I wouldn't be surprised if the Recording Academy gives it to maybe Sabrina, Lady Gaga, and even Kendrick, maybe even Tyler, Mike Tyler. I can see the Recording Academy giving them a Grammy. But that's kind of what I feel. But this is a very solid category of nominees. Okay, Song of the Year. The nominees are Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, Anxiety by Doechii, Appetite by Rose and Bruno Mars, DTMF by Bad Bunny, Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters by Huntrix, Luther with Kendrick Lamar with SZA, Manchild from Sabrina Carpenter, and Wildflower by Billie Eilish. Again, just these are very solid nominees. Now, I would love if Golden would win because I loved K-pop Demon Hunters, and we'll be talking about more of the movie and its nominations it got here in this list. Um, I don't know though if it will get Song of the Year. Other categories it was nominated for, I wouldn't mind it winning, but Golden maybe. But I feel it's either going to be Luther, Abracadabra, and maybe Wildflower and Manchild. Again, Anxiety, again, even though I enjoyed it, I know a lot of people didn't really like the song, and Doechii has better bangers than Anxiety. So I believe what I would don't mind winning this category would be either Abracadabra, Epita, DTMFF, Luther, Manchild, and Wildflower. I wouldn't be and Golden. I wouldn't be surprised if the Recording Academy will give it to either Lady Gaga. They might likely give it to Luther, maybe even Manchild or Wildflower. Because again, I'm alongside with my prediction, I'm also wanting to see what I would leave the Recording Academy. Because again, the Grammys love to play it safe sometimes, most of the time. And I feel the ones I've just listed, Gaga, Kendrick, Sabrina, and Billie, might be the safest choices. And maybe even Golden because of its monster success. But I feel Golden will have, and K-pop Demon Hunters is going to have much more better chances in another category I'll be explaining in a bit. So that's my predictions when it comes to Song of the Year. Okay, Best New Artist. Now we do have a good selection here. We have Olivia Dean, Cat's Eye, The Marias, Addison Rae, Sombra, Leon Thomas, Alex Warren, and Lola Young. Alex Warren. Ordinary! I can't sing like him. Um, I don't want to give it to Alex Warren. The dude started out as a YouTuber. I don't know if I feel he's a Grammy Best New Artist. Olivia Dean, I'm growing a lot as she's been getting some chart traction. Cat's Eye, gnarly, gnarly. Duh, 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 duh. I mean, I liked the song Flame, their contribution to Gentry Child versus the Underworld. It was a great one, best opening songs from a Netflix series I've heard in a while. I don't know, but this year, I mean, outside of Gabriella, we had Gnarly, which I detest that song. Um, the Marias, maybe. Addison Rae, I really can't get into Allison Rae. I tried listening to Diet Pepsi and stuff. It's like maybe if she does like another album, maybe like I might change my mind on her. Like a Tate McRae also kind of was the same way. Maybe so. Sombra. Now, Sombra, I've been hearing a lot about. I've also heard that he got into some controversy, which I don't know what that was all about, and I don't know if people still have canceled him or still like him, but oh, I would really love for Lola Young to win. I love the song Messy. Thanks to my cousin Nicole for getting me into that song. And I did like her recent album. But I know with her recent health problems she had, that horrifying, like, fainting she had during a live concert, I am worried about her. And I would really like for her to win because she has great talent. I really would like for Lola Young to win. Leon Thomas, I mean, I grew up with him watching Victorious. And to see him now for Best New Artist is an amazing achievement. And I'm very happy for the success he's having in music. So, who I would love to see win, I wouldn't mind if the winners is either Olivia Dean, Sombra, Leon Thomas, and Yo Young. Maybe Sombra. I need to hear more from Sombra. And I know, and again, I don't know. Again, the thing at that concert, I don't know that controversy stuff about him. I don't know what that was all about. That's my prediction. Olivia Dean, uh, Addison Raymond, Leon Thomas, Alex Warman, Lola Young. I can see. I would really like more so for Lola Young to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if either Leon Thomas or Sombra might take home this. They seem like, and Olivia Dean. They are the three that I can see the Recording Academy possibly being the ones they could select one of those to select for bet mostly. Dear God, do not give it to Alex Warren. I'm sorry, I just don't. Even though I'm not overly annoyed by Ordinary, I get why people. The over dramaticism of his voice really is just. I can get after a few. If you listen to him constantly on the radio, it gets degrading. But I really just the dude's a YouTuber. The dude's already had a great acclaim. I don't know if he needs best new artist. Granted, the same thing could be applied for Leon Thomas, as we know him from Victorious, but I feel he has his. I prefer his talent and what he's been providing. I just don't want Alex Warren to win. I don't want Alex Warren to win, and I know a lot of people don't want him to win. Okay, producers non-classical. The nominees are Dan Auerbach, Circuit, Dijon, Blake Mills, sorry for that, and Soonwave. See, he produced the GNX. Blake did Japanese Breakfast. Okay, Dijon did Justin Bieber and his own solo work. Circuits had a good year. Oh, we have Wheat, which listed here was his contributions to The Weeknd's recent album, and The Weeknd. We'll be talking about him when I have to talk about snubs. Dan Auerbach. Hmm. I think I might want to go with Circuit because he's been having some good success from the songs that I see are nominated. Mm, Wouldn't be surprised if the Recording Academy gives it to him or Sunwave for Kendrick Lamar. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, I'm not really good with the producers nominations. Okay, Songwriter of the Year non-classical: Amy Allen, Edgar Barrera, Jesse Joe Dillon, Tobias Jesso Jr., Laura Veltz. Hmm. Ooh, Laura Veltz did songs with Jesse Murr. Ugh, I don't even want to know if Jesse Murr's gonna get any. I hope she didn't get any Grammy nominations. Tobias, Bon Iver, Miley Cyrus, Haim. Mm, I wouldn't mind if Amy Allen might win this because she's had some good success recently. Apathy, Lost in Translation, Man Child and Tears. I think Amy Allen would win. Maybe Tobias Jesso Jr. Those are the two I see strongly winning, and I could see either the Recording Academy giving them to either of those two. I could be wrong. Again, if you're more into the songwriter and producer categories, let me know who you think will win. Okay, now we're going to go to the pop and dance electronic nominations. And first we have for Best Pop Solo Performance, we got Daisies by Justin Bieber, Manchild from Sabrina Carpenter, The Z's by Lady Gaga, The Subway by Chapel Roan, and Messy by Lola Young. I would really, 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 really would not mind. I would really like for either The Subway or Messy to win. The Z's did grow on me after listening to the album in full, but that was it. I had to listen to all of Mayhem to really start getting into Disease, as that was the opening song. Manchild was not an espresso. I mean, I did enjoy Manchild, but is it an espresso? No. And Daisies by Justin Bieber. I mean, I did enjoy that song, but I don't know if it's Grammy worthy in that perspective. So I wouldn't be surprised. So I would like for Subway by Chapel Roan or Messy by Lola Young to win. I wouldn't be surprised though if it goes to either Lady Gaga or Sabrina Carpenter. Uh, I would not mind that. So, okay, continuing on, best pop duo group performance. The nominees are Defying Gravity from the Wicked movie, featured by Cynthia Erivo and Lady Gaga. Golden from Huntrix, Gabriella by Cat's Eye, Apathy by Rose and Bruno Mars, and 30 for 30 SZA featuring Kendrick Lamar. First of all, I thank you to Recording Academy for having Gabriella be the song from Cat's Eye to get a nomination and not Gnarly. I hate that song. I'm so glad they either went. Again, I would prefer more Flame. Gotcha, like the moth to the flame. Let the money play. That one's a bit more stronger. Though Gabriella, I will say, if there's a song other than Flame, I wouldn't mind listening to Gabriella. Do I think it could be winner for a Grammy? Maybe. This category, this could be maybe a chance for Golden to get this one. Golden or Defying Gravity. Maybe even 30 for 30. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Recording Academy either gives it to Huntrix or to Cynthia and Ariana for this one. Because those are the two that I see really strongly winning here. Maybe even also slightly for 30 for 30. But that's kind of what I see. I would not mind that either. You know? Again, just thank you for Gabriella. And not Gnarly. Okay, best pop vocal album. We have Swag by Justin Bieber, Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter, Something Beautiful by Miley Cyrus, Mayhem by Lady Gaga, and I've Tried Everything But Therapy Part 2 by Teddy Swims. I did not listen to Teddy Swims. I do like the song that was charting, but I don't know about that one. Something Beautiful, I know that Lena Morgan might be mad at me for saying this. I didn't really like Something Beautiful as a whole. I preferred Endless Summer Vacation. I don't know why people didn't like Endless Summer Vacation. I enjoyed Endless Summer Vacation. Something Beautiful was okay. Maybe I need to watch the accompany film for it, but I don't know. I just really wasn't really listening to that new Miley Cyrus album a lot. And Man's Best Friend, again, it's not short and sweet. It had some cuts that I did go back to a lot, but I just don't know if it's a best pop vocal album winner. Mayhem I see as a strong one because that album was great by Lady Gaga. So I wouldn't mind if either Sabrina, Miley, or Lady Gaga win. And I think the Recording Academy either are going to give it to them three ladies, either one of them. Lady Gaga maybe be the strongest one I see winning in this category. That's kind of what I see. Okay, best dance and electronic recording. We got No Cap by Disclosure and Anderson Paak, Victory Lap by Fred Again, Skepta, and Plastic Boy Max. Space Invaders by Canatrata. Voltage from Skrillex. And End of Summer by Tame Impala. Now, I wouldn't mind if this goes to Kevin Parker. I know a lot of people did not like. Again, I'm starting to get the feeling I'm the only one who enjoyed Deadbeat. I liked the album, okay? Granted, my more enjoyment of Tame Impala has been from characters like Currents and The Slow Rush, alright? I mean, I should be listening to more of the discography. I enjoyed Deadbeat. I don't know why. Again, maybe because I'm more of an electronic guy and I like more heavy synth stuff coming from Kevin Parker. Is it Kevin Parker's best album? No. And In the Summer was actually a great banger in my opinion. Um, I feel like I think either Canatrata might win or Tame Impala. Those who I wouldn't mind winning. And I feel the Recording Academy will either give it to them or Disclosure or Skrillex. So these two, maybe also Skrillex and Disclosure. I didn't really listen to this Again one. I might need to. I need to listen to some of these categories. But yeah, I mean, I'm that's my only take. Honestly, there were other better best dance electronic songs that came out this year, but I mean, it's a solid listing here. I would be prefer for Tame Impala to win or Canatrata. Wouldn't be surprised if either of them two win, or Skrillex or Disclosure. I don't mind the Recording Academy gives them to the three. Okay, best dance pop record. Bluest Flame by Selena Gomez and Lady Gaga and Benny Blanco. Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Midnight Sun from Zara Larsson. Just Keep Watching by Tay McRae and Illegal Pink Pantherless. Ugh. I feel this might go to Lady Gaga might have it down for Abracadabra. Tay McRae's Just Keep Watching. Revolving Door is a better dance pop song. Why? And from the F1 movie? Who watched the F1 movie? Maybe Amanda of Swell Entertainment, but I didn't watch the F1 movie. Maybe I should. Uh, I'm not huge on Pink Panther Lakes, but I don't know if Illegal was a more electronic song. And Bluest Flame, I really did not enjoy that Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco collab. I mean, it was a great album. I'm glad them two had a great time, but ugh. Okay, I think I could see Abracadabra winning this one. I could see the Recording Academy giving it because it's Lady Gaga, and it was a banger. I don't know why people got salty about Abracadabra. I enjoyed Abracadabra. Really, I did. Zara Larson, it was okay. Zara Larson, she's kind of in that same problem with Ava Max, where they're really releasing kind of mid pop albums. It's kind of fortunate. But yeah, I think in this category it's gonna go to Lady Gaga for Abracadabra. Okay, best dance electronic album. The nominees are US Sexual by FKA Twigs, 10 Days by Friend Again, Fancy That by Pink Pantherless, Inhale and Exhale by Rufus Du Sol, and F.U. Skrillex, You Think You're Andy Warhol, but You're Not by Skrillex. That title, and I love how they have to censor the F word. Um, oh, I didn't hear any of these albums. I feel this might go to FKA Twigs or Pink Pantherless. Maybe slightly Skrillex. If you're a fan, if you listen to a lot of dance electronic albums, please let me know what you predict will win in this category because I really have no clue and I didn't really listen to these. That's my fault. I should. Okay. Best remix recording. Okay. Abracadabra, the Gustavo Stein remix. Don't Forget About Us, the the Canatrona remix. A Dream is a Dream, the Ront Trent remix. The Galvanize by the Chemical Brothers remix by Chris Lake. And the Golden David Guetta remix. Uh, I actually heard the Gustavo Stein remix of Abracadabra. And the Don't Forget About Us remix by Canatrata. I would love for Golden to win, but it's David Guetta. And the remix he provided wasn't really as great as listening to the original song. I'm sorry. I'll give it to. I think this could go to either Abracadabra or Don't Forget About Us in terms of remixes. And I think the Recording Academy might give it to Abracadabra, the Gostolfenstein remix. Okay. All right. Rock, metal, and alternative. Now, I saw Spectrum Pulse post on his Blue Sky that this category was bad. And I'm already very nervous. I'm not a big rock guy, but I did listen to some rock oriented songs this year, and I'm really, really curious what this is going to curtail. So let's go. For Best Rock Performance, the nominees are You Should Not Be Doing That by Emil and the Sniffers, okay? The Emptiness Machine by Linkin Park, Never Enough by Turnstiles, Mr. Apatine, Mr. Apazine by Haley Williams, and Changes Life from VO Park Back to the Beginning by Youngblood. Ooh. I did not like the Emptiness Machine. The Return of Linkin Park I just did not enjoy. I've heard some things about the Turnstiles album, and I did like the Haley Williams solo work. I have a feeling Changes is a live performance. I don't know if that should count. But Youngblood's cover of I the late Ozzy Osbourne, the song Changes, is actually not that bad. He actually is good. Youngblood's actually improving a lot, in my opinion. I predict either Turnstiles or Haley Williams will win this. I wouldn't be surprised if the Recording Academy gives it to those two either. Maybe they also might give it to Youngblood. I haven't heard about Amy and the Sniffers. If these is a good band, let me know. All right, so let's go down to Best Metal Performance. And the nominees are Night Terror by Dream and Theater, Lacrima by Ghost, Emergence by Sleep Token, Soft Spine by Spirit Box, and Birds by Turnstiles. Hmm. Where's the collaboration between Poppy, Amy Lee, and that other lead single female singer? I forgot her name. Courtney Lapartain, I think is her name. I don't know. Where's that collab? Three great women of metal not nominated. First big snub. Big snub right here. Ah, that Sleep Token record was not heavily metal. It charted on the Hot 100. They got an album bomb on the Hot 100, meaning it had more pop-oriented sounds than metal. I don't know what this one. Maybe it might go to Ghost. Maybe Turnstiles. I wouldn't be surprised if the Recording Academy gives it to Sleep Token. I don't know. Yeah, Mark was not kidding. This is bad. Really bad here. Best rock song. The nominees are As Alive as You Need to Be by Nine Inch Nails, Caramel by Sleep Token, Gloom by Haley Williams, Never Enough by Turnstiles, and Zombie by Youngblood. Again, that Poppy collab is not on here. And Poppy's been nominated for Grammys before. I don't know. Wow. I would not mind if it goes to either Youngblood, Haley, or Nine Inch Nails. I think Nine Inch Nails might take it. I don't know about Sleep Token. I don't really know about that one. Yeah, that's kind of my prediction. I have nothing else to say. This is really not good. Best Rock Album. The nominees are Private Music by Deftones, I Quit by Haim, From Zero by Linkin Park, Never Enough by Turnstiles, and Idols by Youngblood. That's Haim is rock? I didn't even think that album was a rock album. Really? No. No, 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 no. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I quit. Mm, maybe it's hard to even choose. I don't like this. If you're a rock fan, let me know here. I can't. I have no clue. I enjoy that new Linkin Park album. Young Idols by Youngblood again. I do like Youngblood. He is improving, but I don't know. I don't know. Give me your thoughts on this one. I gotta continue on. Best alternative music performance. Everything is Peaceful Love by Bon Iver. Alone by The Cure. Seeing Stars by Turnstile. Magic Tout by Wet Leg and Parachutes by Haley Williams. I did like that song by Haley Williams. I could see either her, Turnstile, or The Cure or Bernie Vare winning here. Honestly, I see neither. All of these could get a could be winners. I think most will be surprised that the Recording Academy gives it most likely to Bon Iver or Haley Williams. That's just my view. Okay, best alternative music album. Sable Faber by Bon Iver. Song of a Lost World by The Cure. Don't Tap the Glass by Tyler the Creator. Wait a minute. Don't Tap the Glass by Tyler the Creator? An alternative music album? Really? Moisturizer by Wet Leg and Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party by Haley Williams. I think I'll give it. I might see either Bon Iver, Haley Williams, or Tyler the Creator. I wouldn't mind them winning. And I think the Recording Academy might give it to them. The Cure, Bon Iver. Again, either of these could win. I just. It's not specifically like here. Okay, now we're gonna enter R&B and rap and spoken word poetry. Okay, the nominees are for best R&B performance: "Yukon" by Justin Bieber. "It Depends" by Chris Brown. Why is it the Recording Academy gives Chris Brown a nomination every year? Granted, "It Depends" actually was a good song, but again, why does this man get a Grammy nomination every freaking year? Ugh. No. I, well, I guess Recording Academy still likes Chris Brown. They still do. Folded by Kalani. Mutt live from the NPR Tiny Desk by Leon Thomas. And Heart of a Woman by Summer Walker. I think Kalani, Leon Thomas, or Summer Walker might win in this category. Justin Bieber's Yukon was fine. Chris Brown's song is also fine, but I don't want him winning a Grammy. Ugh. We'll see. Moving on. Okay, best traditional R&B performance. The nominees are "Here We Are" by Duran Burhard, "Uptown" by Lala Hathaway, "Love You Too" by the Dissy, "Crybaby" by SZA, and "Vibes Don't Lie" by Leon Thomas. Hmm. I could see "Crybaby" or "Vibes Don't Lie" winning on this one. And I think the Recording Academy either will give them to those two. If you think any R&B fans out there think it could be any of the others, let me know. Okay, best R&B song. Folded by Kehlani. "Heart of a Woman" by Summer Walker. "It Depends" by Chris Brown featuring Bryson Tiller. "Overqualified" by Duran Burhard. And "Yes It Is" by Leon Thomas. I wouldn't mind if either Kehlani, Summer, or Leon win this category. But I wouldn't be, and I think the Recording Academy will either give it to one of those three and might be overqualified. I don't know about Chris Brown. Him getting nominated alone already says likewise to me. Okay, best progressive R&B album. The nominees are "Bloom" by Duran Burhard, "Adjusted Brightness" by Vidal, "Love on Digital" by Destine Conrad, "Access All Areas" by Flo, and "Come As You Are" by Terrace Martin and Keon Dixon. To anybody who loves progressive R&B, let me know what you guys think. Those are the nominees. Don't really see a prediction that I can make here because I didn't listen to these. I should be listening to these. But every time you're gonna hear me say that a lot. Okay, best R&B album. The nominees are Beloved by Giveon. Okay, Why Not More by Coco Jones. The Crown by Ledesi. Escape Room by Tiana Taylor. And Mutt by Leon Thomas. I really did enjoy that Giveon record. I feel that album was really slept on. Coco Jones also delivered some good work this year too. And I'm very happy for Leon Thomas. I can see I wouldn't mind if Giveon, Coco, or Leon win. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to Giveon. The Recording Academy gives to him. That's just my prediction there. Okay, best rap performance. Outside by Cardi B. Chains and Whips by Clips, Pusha T, Malice featuring Kendrick Lamar and Pharrell Williams. Anxiety, TV Off by Kendrick Lamar, Anxiety by Doechii, TV Off by Kendrick Lamar, and Darling I by Tyler the Creator featuring Teaser of Touchdown. Ooh. Now this is a good solid of selections here. Outside was not the best song from Cardi B. That new Cardi B album really did not kind of faded with me. Now, Chains and Whips was a banger. I will definitely take Chains and Whips winning. So I would like for Chains and Whips to win. Maybe Anxiety. TV Off also. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off. Darling I also, because that Taylor, the Creator album, did have some good bangers on it. I would not mind I would like for either most definitely Chains and Whips to win. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Recording Academy gives it to either Tyler, Kendrick for TV Off. And maybe Anxiety too, but Anxiety is not Doechii's best. Just saying. And a lot of people would agree with me on that. Okay, best melodic rap performance. Proud of Me by Friday featuring Meek Mill. Wholeheartedly by Jid featuring Tyler Dolla $ign and 6lack. Luther by Kendrick Lamar with SZA. We Mage by Terrence Martin and Keon Dixon featuring Rhapsody. Somebody Loves Me by Party Next Door and Drake. Are you kidding? Oh, now that's awkward. Drake's not going to be at the Grammys. He's not going to be at the Grammys. I would love for Luther to win. Luther. Okay? That anybody but Somebody Loves Me. Again, just seeing Kendrick and Drake nominated in the same category is laughable. Very laughable. Oh my god. Best rap song. Okay, and the nominees are Anxiety by Doechii, The Birds Don't Sing by Clipsey, Pusha T, Malice featuring John Legend and the Voice of Fire, Sticky featuring Tyler the Creator featuring Gorilla, Sexy Red, and Lil Wayne, TGIF by Gorilla, and TV Off by Kendrick Lamar featuring Lefty Gunplay. Ooh. I think I could see I think this might go to either Anxiety. I wouldn't mind if it goes to Anxiety, The Birds Don't Sing, Sticky, and TV Off. I don't know if Gorilla could get it. But I wouldn't be surprised if Recording Academy gives it to TV Off. Because Kendrick. And because Drake might be there. I doubt he's going to be there. Best rap album. The nominees are Let's God Sort 'Em Out by Clips, Pusha T and Malice, Glorious by Gorilla, God Does Like Ugly by Jid, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, and Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator. I think this is gonna go. I would not mind if Clips, because that album collab was fantastic. This album, GNX and Chromacopia, I could see I wouldn't mind winning, and I think the Recording Academy most likely could either give it to Tyler and Kendrick. Clipsey could also maybe, but the most definite, particularly for safety for the Recording Academy, they'll give it to either Kendrick or Tyler. because they were more liked by the Recording Academy mostly. So that's my prediction there. Best spoken word and poetry album. A Hurricane Heals. Heal People Don't Act Like That, particularly recorded live Cinemarinary and other places by Queen Sheba. Black Shaman by Mark Marcel. Pages by Omar Hardwick and Anthony Hamilton. Saul Williams meets Carlos Nino and the friends at the Tree People. Saul Williams, Carlos Nino, and Friends. And Word for Days by Mad Skills. If you're into best spoken poetry word album, let me know who you think will win. Okay, jazz, traditional pop, contemporary, instrumental, and musical theater. Okay. For best jazz performance, the nominees are Noble Rice by La Sequeira Benjamin featuring Emmanuel Wilkins, Mark Whitfield. Windows Live by Chica Corea, Christian McBride, and Brian Blade. Peace of Mind and Dreams Come True by Samurai Joy. Four by Michael Mayo. All Stars Lead to You by Nicole Zurax, Zach Perch, Tom Scott, uh, Eden Morian, Keenan Harold, and Rachel Eckroff. Don't know who that is. Best jazz vocal album. Who do you think will win? Let me know in the comments. Best jazz vocal album. Elemental by Dee Dee Bridgewater, Freya Charplin. We Insist 2025 by Tara Lee Carrollton, Christine Dashiell. Portrait by Samurai Joy. Fly by Michael Mayo. Live in Vix, Las Vegas, Nicole Zurax, David Perach, Tom Scott, I.D. Moran, Key Harold, and Rachel Eckhoff. Again, to any jazz fans, that's the nominees. Let me know who you predict might win and who the Recording Academy might choose. Best traditional jazz instrumental album. Trilogy 3 by Chico Corella, Christian McBride, Brian Blade. Southern Nights by Southern Foreigner featuring Peter Washington and Marcus Gilmore. Belongings by Branford Marcellus Quartet. Spirit Fall by John Petrucci featuring Chris Porter and Brian Blade. And Fastened Up by Yellow Jackets. Okay. Best Large Jazz and Ensemble Album. The nominees are Orchestrator Limited by the 8-Bit Big Band. Without Further Ado by the Christian McBride Big Band. Movement by Daniel Perez featuring Bosunian Big Band. Basic Rocks by Deborah Silver and Count Basie Orchestra. Lights on the Satellite by Soonrat Orchestra. And Some Days Are Better, The Lost Sessions by Kenny Wheeler Legacy featuring Recording Academy Music Jazz Orchestra from Trust Jazz Orchestra. Man, a lot. Okay, Best Latin Jazz Album. The nominees are La Flor de Cayenne, Pipo de Rivera, and Madrid New York Connection Band. The original influencers, Dizzy, Chano, Chico, Artuf Ofrael, and the Afro-Latin Jazz Orchestra featuring Pedro Martinez, Stephen Orchestra, Joe Phillips, Donald Harrelson, and Melvis Santa. Murura celebrating Carla Bley, Arturo O'Farrell, Afro-Latin Jazz Orchestra. Tribute to Barry Moore and Nat King Cole by Gonzalo Rivera, Yanir Hotal, and Jose Carriero. And Vanguardia Sublitera, Life in the Village Vanguard by Mikel Zeno Quartet. Okay. Best Alternative Jazz Album. Honey from a Winter Storm by Ambrose Akimuse. Keys to the City, Volume 1 by Robert Glasper. Riding to the Sun by Brad McDowell. Live Action by Nate Smith. And Blues Blood by Emmanuel Wilkins. I'll give it to Robert Glasper, because he made Chris Brown all angry one time at the Grammys a few years back. Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album. The nominees are Winter Song by Libial, Gift of Love by Jennifer Hudson, Who Believes in Angels by Melton John and Brandy Carlisle, Harley Quinn by Lady Gaga, A Matter of Time by Luffy. Oh, awesome. And The Secret of Life Partners Volume 2 by Barbara Streisand. Ooh, that Lofi album was fantastic. I think for the Recording Academy here, I do have an opinion on this one. I think it could go to Laufey for A Matter of Time. That album was great. Laufey's album, Matter of Time, might win here.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Recording Academy give it to Elton John, Brandy Carlisle, or Lady Gaga. Maybe also Barbra Streisand. And maybe even Jennifer Hudson. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. Best Contemporary Instrumental Album. Bright Side by Akina. Ones and Twos by Gerald Clayton. Beat Rio by Bella Fleck, Edmar Casieda, and Antonio Sanchez. Just Us by Bob James, David Coase, and Cheyenne by Charu Suri. Okay, Best Musical Theater Album. The nominees are Buena Vista Social Club, Death Becomes Her, Gypsy, Just in Time, and maybe Happy Endings. Ooh. I would not mind if Death Becomes Her, Gypsy, or Just in Time win. Just in Time has Erica Henson, who's from Hasbin Hotel, and she's fantastic. If you're more of a theater nerd, let me know who you would like to see win. Okay, country music. All right, country music. The nominees are for Best Country Solo Performance, we got Nose on the Grindstone by Tyler Schroeder's, Good News by Shabuzi, Bad as I Used to Be from the F1 movie Chris Stapleton, I Never Lie by Zach Top, and Somewhere Over Laredo by Lainey Wilson. Here, I would not mind Shabuzi's Good News. It was alright. Wasn't as great as his big hit. Somewhere Over Laredo, I enjoyed a lot. Chris Stapleton, that had more of a rock feel, that song, than a country song from Chris Stapleton. So I wouldn't mind if Tyler Schroeder's, Chris Stapleton, or Lainey Wilson win. And I think the Recording Academy most likely would give it to either Chris Stapleton or Lainey Wilson. Those are the kind of strongest ones I see. Best Country Duo and Group Performance. A Song to Song by Lady Miranda Lambert and Chris Stapleton. Trailblazer by Reba McEntire, Miranda Lambert, Lainey Wilson. Love Me Like You Used To by Margot Price and Tyler Shoulders. Amen by Shabuzi and Jelly Roll. And Honky Tonk Hall of Fame by George Strait and Chris Stapleton. They did a collab together? I'm just learning that George Strait and Chris Stapleton did a collab together. I gotta listen to that. I would like for that to win a Grammy. That sounds like an epic collaboration there. I would not mind that song, or his collab with Miranda Lambert, or this great collab by three great women of country, Trailblazer. Reba, Miranda, and Lainey did a great job on that one. So I wouldn't mind. What I would love to see win either the song to sing, Trailblazer, or Honky Tonk Hall of Fame. I wouldn't be surprised if Recording Academy gives it to Honky Tonk Hall of Fame or Trailblazer. We'll see when the Grammys do happen. For Best Country Song, the nominees are Bitin' List by Tyler Schroeder's, Good News by Shabuzi, I Never Lie by Zach Top, Somewhere Over Laredo by Lainey Wilson, and A Song to Sing by Miranda Lambert and Chris Stapleton. I would like for either Tyler Schroeder's, Zach Top, no, Tyler Schroeder's, Shabuzi, Lainey, or Miranda and Chris to win this one. The Recording Academy, I would see possibly giving this to either Lainey Wilson or Chris Stapleton. Those are the ones I see. Again, we all know how the Recording Academy can sometimes play it safe, and them two seem to be the safest choices I could see winning. Okay, Best Traditional Country Album. A Dollar a Day by Charlie Crockett. American Romance by Lucas Nelson. Oh, What a Beautiful World by Willie Nelson. Hard Headed Woman by Margot Price, and Ain't It for My Help by Zach Top. Maybe Willie Nelson might get it in this one. And usually Recording Academy always chooses him, kind of a safe choice. Best Contemporary Country Album. The nominees are Patterns by Casey Ballerini, Sniper Hunter by Tyler Sheridan, Evangeline versus the Machine by Eric Church, Beautifully Broken by Jelly Roll, and Postcards from Texas by Miranda Lambert. I actually enjoyed the new Eric Church album. Tyler Sheridan's The Sniper Hunter, too. Jelly Roll, also. My strongest prediction is I wouldn't mind if any of these five get a Grammy. Most likely, the Recording Academy, for playing it safe, will give it to either Tyler Schroeder's, Eric Church, or Miranda Lambert. Those are the ones that I could see taking home a Grammy. Okay, Best Americana Roots Performance Award. The nominees are Lonely Avenue by John Batiste featuring Randy Newman, Ancient Light by I'm With Her, Crimson and Clay by Jason Isbell, Frenchman on the James by Alison Krauss and Union Station, and Beautiful Station Strangers by Mavis Staples. If you are into Americana roots music recordings, let me know who you see bringing here. I think most likely it could go to Jason Isbell. More Alison Krauss and Union Station, or Mavis Staples. Best Americana Performance. Boom by Sierra Hull. Poison in My Well by Maggie Rose and Grace Potter. Godspeed by Mavis Staples. That's gonna leave a mark by Molly Turtle. Horses by Jesse Wells. Okay. Best Americana Roots Song. Ancient Light by I'm With Her. Big Money by John Batiste. Foxes in the Snow by Jason Isbell. Middle by Jesse Wells. And Spitfire by Sierra Hull. Okay. Best Americana Album. Big Money by John Batiste. Bloom by Larkin Poe. Last Leaf on the Tree by Willie Nelson. So Long Little Miss Sunshine by Miley Turtle. And Middle by Jesse Wells. Best Bluegrass Album. The nominees are Carter in Cleveland by Michael Cleveland and Jason Carter. Tiptoe High Wire by Sierra Hull. Arcadia by Alison Krauss and Union Station. Outrun by the Steel Drivers. And Highway Prayers by Billy Strings. Okay. Best Traditional Blues Album. The nominees are Ain't It Done with the Blues by Buddy Guy. Room on the Porch by Taj Mahal and Keb Mo. 1 Hour Mama by Blues of Victoria Spivey. Marie Muldaur. Lookout Highway by Charlie Russell White. Young Fashion Ways by Kenny Wayward Shepherd and Bobby Rush. For Best Contemporary Blues Album, the nominees are Breakthrough by Joe Bossamas, Paper Doll by Samantha Fish, A Tribute to LKJ by Eric Gales, Preacher Kids by Robert Randolph, and Family by Southern Avenue. Best Folk Album, the nominees are What Did the Blackbird Say to the Crow by Redon Giddis and Justin Robertson, Crown of Roses by Patty Griffith, Wild and Clear and Blue, I'm With Her, Foxes in the Snow by Jason Isbell, and Under the Power Line, April 24th, September 24th by Jesse Wells. Best Regional Roots Music Album, Live at the Vaughn by Corey Henry, the Treme Fruncter for the Fat Man Preservation Brass and Preservation Hall Jazz Band, Church of New York by Carla Rousset, Second Line Sunday by Trombone Shorty and New Breed Brass Band, and a tribute to King Zeldelko, various artists. Okay. Gospel Contemporary Christian Music. Alright. For Best Gospel Song, Do It Again by Kurt Franklin. Kirch by Tashi Cobbs Leonard, John Legend, Anthony S. Brown, Bruce Charles, Ventura Chapacal, Keith Leonard Jr., Tashi Cobbs Leonard, Joey Miris. Okay? Still Live by all these artists. Amen by Pastor Mike Jr. And Come Jesus Come by CC Winas featuring Shirley Caesar. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing these names. Best Contemporary Christian Music Performance and Song. I Know Your Name by Elevation Worship. Chris Brown? Are you kidding me? Okay. Chris Brown, Bandy Lake. Okay. Your Way, Forrest Frank. Your Way Better. No. No. Hard Fought Hallelujah. Brandon Lake with Jelly Roll. Okay. Headphones by Lecrae. Killer Mike. T.I. and all those songwriters. And Amazing by Daily Walls, PJ Morton. You know what? I love Killer Mike. Give it the headphones. Or Hard Fought Hallelujah. Give it Jelly Roll. Do not give it to Forrest Frank. No. The fact that he got Hot 100 traction? No. All right. For Best Gospel Album, nominees are Sunny Days by Yolanda Adams, Tashia by Tashia Cobbs Leonard, Live Breathe 5 by Tamila Mann, Only on the Road Live by Ty Tribbett, Heart of Mine by Darian Walls and PJ Morton. Okay. Best Contemporary Christian Music Album, Children of God by Forrest Frank, Fortos Volume 1 by Israel and the New Breed, King of Heart by Brandon Lake, and Reconstruction by Lecrae, Let the Church Sing by Tyrone Wells. Don't give it to Forrest Frank. That's all I'll say when it comes to this category. Best Roots Gospel Album. The nominees are I Will Not Be Moved, Live by the Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. Then Came the Morning, Gathering Vocal Band. Praise the Worship More Than Hollow, Hallelujah, The Isaacs. Good Answers by Karen Peck and New River. And Back to My Roots by Candy Stanton. Okay, now we're entering the Latin field. All right. Best Latin Pop Album. The nominees are Cosa Nuestra by Raul Alejandro. Tarde Deluxe by Andres Cepeda. Tropicaleta by Karol G. Canción Clara by Natalia Lafourcade. And Yor Ahora Que by Alejandro Sainz. Ooh, I would not mind if Karol G wins or Raul Alejandro. Didn't really listen to that new Alejandro Sainz record. I would like for either Raul or Karol G to win, and I think the Recording Academy will either give it to those two. Maybe even Alejandro Sainz or Natalia Lafourcade. Okay, for Best Música Urbana record, the nominees are Beber Frias Más Fotos by Bad Bunny, Mixtape by J Balvin, Ferrero Volume X Sangrado by Fedid, Naki by Nicki Nicole, Urbela Deluxe by Turiano, and Sifocondo by Dariel. I think here might be where I can see Bad Bunny winning. Bad Bunny definitely will take home this award. And I think the Recording Academy will award him with this category. There's no chance. Maybe slightly J Balvin, but I think Bad Bunny is totally locked in this category. Most definitely. Okay, Best Latin Rock or Alternative Record. Genes Rilebles by Anticipelos. Astrotropical by Bomba Estreno Rally Sanana. Astropical. Total by Cadiel and Paco Amoroso. Algorithm by Los Wizards and Novela by Fito Paze. Okay. Best Mexicana album. Green Tejano. I like to have to put that. Green Tejano. Mala la Mia by Fuerza Regida and Grupo Frontera. Yo Lo Que Vive by Grupo Frontera. Si Roberos by Paola Jaral. Habla del Tos Seca by Carly Leon. And Bobby Pudo, Frenzy, Pura, una mía, por la puta, putara, grande, en vivo, Bobby Pudo. I think it might go to either Carla Leon or Grupo Frontera or their collab here with Grupo Frontera, Freza Vigida, because they are so much popular. Wouldn't be surprised to go to those. Okay, for Best Tropical Latin Album, Fotografias by Ruben Blades, Roberto Delgado, and Orquesta. Raices by Gloria Estefan. Clásico 1-0 by Grupo Niche. Ringo by Alan Perez. And Debut y Sugatara Volume 2 by Gilberto Santa Rosa. I did enjoy that Gloria Estefan record. Very good album from her. Very good tropical album. Might chance I think she can go home with this category. She might be locked in this one. Okay, Best Global Music Performance. The nominees are Yo by Bad Bunny, Cantrado El Camino by Silo Hotaro, Jerusalem by Angelique Kidjo, and Ibigante Ike by Ize Rojas, Chili's Dream by Shikanti, and Daybreak by Ishuna Shikar featuring Amar Khan and Sadi Wakar. Like, I'm sorry if I'm butchering names. Okay? I'm sorry. Okay, Best African Music Performance. Love by Burna Boy. With You by Davido featuring Omar Lay. Hope and Love by Eddie Kenzo and Mirad Martin. Gimme That by Arya Starr featuring Wizkid. And Push to Start by Tala. Again, I'm not big on the Afrobeat African music scene, so if you're a fan, let me know in the comments. Best Global Music Album. The nominees are Sounds of Cumbia by Sindhar Bital, No Signs of Weakness by Burna Boy, Eclair La Monde by Light the World by Usul Nador, Mind Explosion 50th Anniversary Tour by Shikanti, Chapter 3 We Return to Light by Shuna Shikar featuring Amal Khan and Satu Bukar, and Cateno Invitada al Vivo by Cantadalo Vesolo featuring Maria Bizan. Okay, Best Reggae Album. The nominees are Treasure Self Love by Laila Ike, Heart and Soul by Vivz Qatar, Blaze and Fial by Kentamin, For Within by Mortimer, and No Place by Home by Jesse Royal. Okay, Best New Age Ambient Chant Album, Krishavita Christian Agaste Couple, According to the Moon by Cheryl B. Inghard, Gem, and the Dallas String Quartet. Okay. Into the Forest by Javine Harrison. Nomikita by Carla Patillo featuring the Scorcho Quartet and Contali. And The Colors of My Mind by Chris Redding. Again, if you're a fan of this category, let me know. Comments. Okay, Best Children's Comedy, Audiobooks, Visual Media, and Music Video and Film. The nominees are for Best Children's Music Album, we got Ageless 100 Years by Jocelyn and Joya. Buddy's Magic Treehouse by Mega Ran. Harmony by Fuchi and Aravi. Her Story by Flora Bromley. And The Music of Tori and the Muse by Tori Amos? We have children's music album. Tori Amos. Really? Wow. I think she could win in this category because that's interesting. Okay, Best Comedy Album. The nominees are Drop Dead Years by Bill Burr, Horse Mortem by Sarah Silverman, Single Lady by Ali Wong, What Had Happened Was by Jamie Foxx, and Your Friend Nate Barthez by Nate Barthez. I think this Jamie Foxx one, wasn't this the one he did after he had his health scare? I think it is. He should win it. I would like for him to win here. That's my prediction. Okay, Best Audiobook Narration and Recording and Storytelling Recording. The nominees are Elvis, Rocky, and Me, The Carol Connor Story by Kathy Grevar, Into the Uncut Grass by Trevor Noah, Loving One, a Memoir by Johnny Brown Jackson, Meditations, a reflection of His Holiness the Dalai Lama by the Dalai Lama, and You Know It's the Truth, the Will Story Behind Milli Vanilli by Fab Morvan. I think I'll give it to this Elvis one. Maybe winning. Maybe even the Dalai Lama. Or Trevor Noah. I don't mind any of these winning. I didn't listen to any of these audiobooks, but okay. All right. Besides that point, here's a big one. Best compilation soundtrack for visual media. Now, this is one Let's see. The nominees are Complete Unknown, F by Tiffany Chalamet, F1 the album, K-pop Demon Hunters. We love you, Huntrix. Sinners and Wicked. Ooh. Okay. No Has Been Hotel. Granted, the album or Hell of a Boss. There's no Hell of a Boss either. But you know what? This is gonna be tough because I think we got a brawl here, and that is between Wicked and K-pop Demon Hunters. If this was another year, I thought first of all I'm surprised Wicked didn't get nominated last year. But granted, it's the Grammys; they always count the year after. Ugh! I want K-pop Demon Hunters to win, but I wouldn't mind if it goes to Wicked. Sinners had a solid album. Please, dear God, not F1. Why is F1 the album? Who watched the F1 movie? Amanda Golka? I didn't watch it. I'm not big on F1. I mean, please give it to K-pop Demon Hunters. I think I would like it, and I think the Recording Academy will give it its due. But I wouldn't be surprised too if it give it to Wicked. Because Wicked, of course, it's already known for being an iconic Broadway musical. It's a possibility it could go to Wicked. So, to Huntrix fans, K-pop Demon Hunters fans, don't be disappointed if it goes to Wicked. It could go to Wicked. But I think K-pop Demon Hunters, it's either those two that I could see that I would like. I see the Recording Academy giving it to. Again, the Academy always plays it safe. And I feel K-pop Demon Hunters and Wicked are the safest choices. Okay? I would but I want K-pop Demon Hunters to win. Please give it to that movie. Okay, best score and soundtrack for visual media. The nominees are How to Train Your Dragon, the live action movie, Severance Season 2, Sinners, Wicked, The Wild Robot. Ooh, another competition here, because, okay, now I've not seen the live action How to Train Your Dragon. I'm gonna have to pay for Peacock to watch the upcoming Macy's parade. So, and it's on Peacock, so I'm gonna watch it and review it. But I think I would not mind if this goes to Wicked or The Wild Robot. I think Wicked might win in this one because the score for that album is fantastic. Or Sinners, because I know Sinners also had a killer soundtrack. I think this one will definitely be locked in for Wicked. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to Wicked, giving it to Wicked. But I wouldn't mind Wicked or The Wild Robot. Like How to Train Your Dragon, because basically it's the original soundtrack from the original, also being re-recorded, basically. This is the live action version. This is a Taylor's-like version of the How to Train Your Dragon album. But I think this is very much locked in. The Recording Academy is going to give it to Wicked. I wouldn't mind for that one. Okay, best score and soundtrack for a video game and other interactive media. Avatar: Frontier of Pandora, right? Helldivers 2, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Star Wars Outlaws Wild Card and A Pirate's Fortune, and Sword of the Sea. Where's Silk Song, Hollow Knight? The music in that game is good. Why is it not nominated? Maybe next year. Man, should have gone to Silk Song. All right. Best song written for visual media. All right, the nominees are As Alive as You Need Be by Tron Ares. Okay, Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. I Lie to You from Sinners. Never Too Late from Elton John's documentary. Pale Pale Moon from Sinners and Sinners. Give it to Golden. Please, Recording Academy, give it to Golden. I know the Nine Inch Nails album from Tron Ares was the best thing about that movie. I have not seen it yet. I'm waiting for it to come out on Disney Plus, but I heard the album was solid. But in this case, it's got to go to Golden. There is no way that the Recording Academy will ignore its monster success. If it does, I have lost all hope for award shows in Hollywood. I am not freaking joking. I want to see K-pop Demon Hunters winning Golden Globe, Oscar, Annie Awards, and Grammys. It's got to win a Grammy. It has to win this category specifically. It has to. Because what's the point? Like, this is. I'm surprised we didn't see any of the song Defying Gravity from the Wicked movie here. I'm very surprised it wasn't nominated. But so it has to go to Golden. It has to go to Golden. We're going up, up, up. It's our moment. I never put it for Golden. Golden. Give it to Golden. Give it to Golden. Give it to Golden. It has to win this category. It has to win this category at the Grammys. It has to. Because this will secure what other award shows will provide it. Please, dear God, give it to Golden. Gonna be Golden. Please, Recording Academy, secure the Hum Moon. Give it to Golden. Please. Okay, moving on. Best Music Video. The nominees are Man-Child by Sabrina Carpenter, So It Be by Clips, Anxiety by Doechii, Lover OK Go, and Young Lion by Sade. I'm surprised that OK Go is still getting a nomination like this. I haven't seen that music video. I think here it could either go to Man-Child, So It Be, or Anxiety. Most likely the Recording Academy is going to give it to either Man-Child or Anxiety. We will see. Best Music Film. The nominees are Devo, Live at Royal Hall by Ray, Relentless by Diane Warren, music by John Williams, and Piece by Piece from Pharrell Williams, the Lego docu-film, the Lego biopic. The documentary about Pharrell Williams' life made in Legos. I went to see it. That is an interesting move. That is interesting to see it nominated in this category for a Grammy Award. And you know what? I want to see it win. That was an interesting making of the most interesting movie using Legos. Give it a Piece by Piece. Okay, Best Recording Packaging. The nominees are And the Adjacent Possible by OK Go, Balloonerism by Mac Miller, Dance Maccabi Deluxe by Duran Duran, Loud as It Is by Tsunami, Sequoia, various artists, The Spins Picture Disc by Mac Miller, Track 2 The Lost Albums by Bruce Springsteen. Okay, I don't know who will win that one. Okay, Best Album Cover. The nominees are Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator, The Crux by Dijo, De Ver Tiras Mas Fotos by Bad Bunny, Glory by Perfume Genius, and Moisturizer by Wet Leg. I think Tyler the Creator could get this one. I did like the album cover of that album. Best Album Notes. Adios, Farewell, Goodbye, Good Luck, So On Stage, 1964 to 1974. By Buck Owens and his Buckaroos. After the Last Sky by David Holland. Amanda Ellerkey. The First Family in Winchester Cathedral, 1967 by Sly and the Family Stone. A Ghost is Born by Wilco. Miles 55, The Prestigious Recording by Miles Davis. Okay, Best Historical Album. The nominees are Joni Mitchell Archives, Volume 4, The Asylum Series, 1976 to 1980 by Joni Mitchell. The Making of Five Leaves Left by Nick Drake. Roots, Rocky Town, Zimbabwe, The Sounds of Modern Heron Township, 1975-1980, Analog Africa, number 41. Super Disco Pirates by Te Tiempo para el Mundo, 1965-1980, Analog African, number 39. You Can't Hit Be Square by Don Pomus Songwriting Demo by Doc Pomus, okay? Okay, and finally, the field 10 nominees for Best English Album Non-Classical. The nominees are All Things Light by Cam, Arcadia by Alison Krauss and Union Station, For Melancholy, Brutus, and Sad Women by Japanese Breakfast. That Wasn't a Dream by Pino Palladine and Blake Mills. Okay. Best Engineer Album, Cerrero, Don't Look Down, Eastman Symphony No. 2, Tchaikovsky Symphony No. 2, Starokosevic, Lady Macbeth, and Mystique District. Standard Stoppage and Yule. All right. Producer of the Year, non-classical, Blake Apusige, Sergei Kveto, Morton Lindbergh, Dimitri Lepay, Alain Marton. Right. Best Immersive Album. The nominees are All American F-Boy by Doug Worth, Immersed by Justin Gray, an immersive tribute to Astro Pizzarro Live, Tearjerkers, Yule, Best Instrumental Composition, First Snow, Live at This Day Movement 1, Lord, That's a Long Way, Opening by Zian El-Din, Train to Emerald City from the Wicked soundtrack. And Why Would You Hear Before the Sun Went Down? I'm going to assume that's for Sinners. I think this one from Wicked will win. For Best Original Arrangement, Instrumental, or A Cappella, Be Okay by Cynthia Aretho, okay? Child is Born by Remy LeBouf. Fight On by Wesley. Super Mario Praise Band Break? What's from that 8-bit big band? I'll give it that one. Don't know if Nintendo will allow that. Best Arrangement, Instrumental and Vocals, Big Fish, Nate Smith featuring Sajay. How Does She Look by Seth MacFarlane. Alright. Keep an Eye Out by Jacob Corlair. Something in the Water by Saida Lawrence. And What a Wonderful World by Cole Fry. Field 11, Classical. Okay. Best Orchestral Performance. Cordridge Taylor, Toshiro Vatua, Bad de Ompud Suite from 24 Megalethity by the National Philharmonic. Marceline Tolad Symphony by Boston Symphony Orchestra. Raviel Bolero M81 by the Simon Bolivar Symphony Orchestra of Venezuela. Okay, that's an interesting one. Steel and Bonds by the Philadelphia Orchestra and Stravinsky Symphony in the Three Movements by the San Francisco Symphony. What? No Claude Debussy, no Claire de Lune. Hello. Best Opera Recording. Hang Intelligence by the Houston Grand Opera, Gene Shear. Humamro, An American Soldier by the American Composing Orchestra and David Henry Hang. Kyoja Dion Adoration by the Sivan Quartet and the Choir of the Trinity Wall Street. O'Hara Trade and Merry Motorhead by the Irish National Opera Orchestra and Mark Horan. Casorati Grounded by the Metropolitan Opera Orchestra, the Metropolitan Opera Chorus, and George Bryant. Best choir performance. Advent Linguists for a Broken World. Simone Barrère, Emmerich Joachim Black, Nicole Hawkins, Cospari. Child's in the Arms of the Beloved. A lot of nominees. Langport Hymnal, Ortiz Yang, and Requiem of Light. Best Chamber Music Small Ensemble Performance. Vinci Land of Winter by Alan Pearson and Alarm Will Sound. Lumiere French Piano Trio by Navette Trio. Lullabies for the Broken Head by Lily Hayden and Paul Cantona. Slavic Sessions by Yolji Wang, Andrews Nelson, conductor, Boston Symphony Orchestra, and Standard Stoppage by Third Coast Production. Best Classical Instrumental Solo. The nominees are Coleridge Taylor, 3 selections from 24 That Word Melodies by the National Philharmonic. Hope Orchestrated, Mary Dagwood Cantillon, Jesus, Devin Medina, and Rango Palm, Venezuelan String Recording Ensemble. Inheritance by Adam Tendler. Price Piano Concerto in 1 Movement in D minor by the Milano Opera Orchestra. Skatovanich by Cello Concerto. Swantovich, the Piano Concerto Solo Work. Okay. Best Classical Solo Vocal Album, Like My Mother's Dream, Black Pierrot, In This Short Life, if Chiantage Catherine Fragments, Sherbrooke Beatles, and Telemann Edo Opera are Aries for Soprano. Best Classical Compendium, Several Don't Look Down, The Dunbar Moore Sessions Volume 2, Ortiz Yang, Seven Sessions, and Tomberos. And Best Contemporary Classical Composition, Cirone Don't Look Down, Danny Lane of Winter, Leon Rice's Origins, or Capigo, Song in Flight, or Ortiz, These Are Not. Okay.
Okay, that's it. We're done. We looked at all of the nominees, and I say all of them. I might have maybe should have not done that, but I wanted to be respectful and give representation to everybody nominated for a Grammy. So that's squeaky. So yeah, several good nominations, some bad. The rock category this year is terrible. That collab with Poppy, the lead singer of Evanescence, and the other women, the three women of metal, where's that cat? That was a big snub for me. The Bussy ASMR will be disappointed to also not see Muse on here, Unraveling, Unraveling, not nominated for a Grammy either. Yeah, and also but several good nominations. Very good than I thought it would be. We'll see how the ceremony goes. It's going to be on CBS, owned by Paramount Skydance. Their handlement of the VMAs were bad. If you want to know more, listen to Song vs. Song with Todd in the Shadows and Lena Morgan for that. We will see how they will handle the Grammy when it happens in February on CBS. So let me know what y'all guys think of the nominees. Who do you think will win? Who do you predict will win a Grammy? Who do you like to see win? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to start editing this video. Hopefully it will be out later tonight or tomorrow, because I can already imagine the footage that I have recorded. It's going to be long. And just thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Check out my socials. While I'm editing this, I'm also going to watch the new Guillermo del Toro movie, Frankenstein, which is out on Netflix. So I'm going to watch that, give my YTSR about it, my YouTube Shorts review of it. And yeah, that's all I got to say. I look forward to seeing who will win at the Grammys next year. So thank you all so much for watching. And stay tuned. More reviews. And December's right around the corner, meaning Spotify Wrapped. And this season, my year-end best and worst movies list is also going to be coming soon. So until all that happens, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, this is JT signing off. Buy the Bussy ASMR merch. Support this guy. He kind of needs it, I think. Thank you all for watching.